Alright, Minecraft and Infotech fans. Time for another video. Time for another creative video. I'm going to continue messing around with this stupid nuclear reactor, other things set up. We're going to see what we can do. Oh, come on, boys, don't fight. Cat's being funny this morning. Come here. What you doing? What you doing? Yeah, they're just playing. Well, one of them seems to act stupid around the other. Alright, well, at least to give you guys something to be amused by while this stupid thing loads. If it ever loads. Where's my game, man? There we go. It took this thing a while to figure out what it was doing. Yeah, I was trying to figure out this stupid thing. I watched a video on it, an older version of nuclear control. So we'll have to, out of range. Apparently there's a range upgrade that you can build. Now it says invalid card. Information. Let's pull the frickin' card out of it. Stupid thing. Alright, let's try this again. It's like panel. You find nuclear control has a panel. A set of panels. There's an industrial information panel. And an information panel extender. Now there's the advanced information panel and the advanced panel extender. Maybe I just want the regular one. Maybe the advanced one is just too much for me to handle. So let's try it. So you can put an information panel in here. I can open it up. This one needs a redstone signal to go live, unfortunately. I think. I'll put a range extender in there, and let's see. I need a lever. Hey, it's been turned on. Invalid card. What in the hell is going on here? Out of range. Invalid card. Invalid card. What is going on here? And the extenders, you can do things like that. Yeah, look at that. You can make like a big TV out of this thing. Stupid grass. Hey, my world is no longer polluted and dying. It didn't rain. There's probably hollow inside this thing here. Well, I don't get this. So why does that not work? Nuclear control. I saw how the digital thermometer works. You can click on things with that. There's an energy sensor kit. There's a counter sensor kit. There's a liquid sensor kit. There's a generator sensor kit. Get out of here. Okay. Invalid card. Why am I getting invalid card? Alright, let me look this up. What is this garbage? What is this hot mess? Alright, so I stick it in and it just says invalid card. And a remote thermal monitor. So I got a remote thermal monitor. And that takes a card. I put a range extender in that. It needs power. And it just takes a constant drain on you. Yeah, it just constantly drains. It needs another upgrade card. I don't know, just freak the hell out of the damn thing. Okay. Well, the sensor card goes in there. I know that much. Well, how do I get this thing to work? Can't. Come on, would you just sit down? Vanilla kit, Greg Tech sensor kit. Okay, I don't know what the point of that is. Portable information panel. Well, that's well and good, I guess. See, it's draining the hell out of this battery. And it doesn't even flaming work. Remote sensor kit. Let's try that. What a piece of hot garbage. If I put it in here, it bitches. Wait, whoa! Maybe because I clicked on the wrong part of the reactor. Oh, look at that. Temperature. Well, I'll be damned. Now let's go get the advanced ones. Give me an advanced job. I'll use a few extenders. Switch it on. It just kind of will switch on its own. Hell, that piece of junk. This doesn't even need power. Power is yours. Doesn't give me a lot of information though. It gives me enough. Huh, curiouser and curiouser. This one can take more stuff. Name it? Yes! Nuke! I can call it nuke. Give me some dirt. I'm excited, guys. I'm getting all excited. So excited I'm gonna beat this donkey. Get in the water, asshole. Yeah. Okay, right. What are we going to do? I'm going to go find generator sensor kit. No. 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 Ah! Let's try the Great Tech sensor. Let's see what that does. Ooh, we got a Great Tech sensor card. Getting a little excited over here, man. Advanced information panel. I'll put you here. Use some extenders so you look cool. Beatings are going to be your best friend, donkey. With some range extenders. Get a guy in there. Turn it on. Oh! Oh dear! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We can diagnose these things. There's our normal turbine. Oh, I'm so excited. Switch you on. Okay, get that junk out of here. Kitty, what are you doing? Alright. Oh, this is cool! And it even tells me when there's maintenance issues. This is so going into my base. Large turbine. I should swap these two, but here you can see the output. It's not very high, as you can see, but the current speed is growing. Shows me the turbine damage. Oh, look, it's really jumping now. Optimal flow, 1350 liters over T. I wish it would show me liters per second. That one only has, which is really what I need to know. I can now see that thing's producing. It's still spinning up apparently, because it's still making. Oh, maybe the heat exchanger is having to get better. Let's get good, dude. Get good. Fuel remaining. Okay, the U over T is getting a little crazy on the HP. Good gravy, look at that. Okay, it might be a good thing I put the Alright, it tops up at 1890 EU over T. The other one at 945. It is double. So I didn't really need the IV. I put it in there for safety, and I was actually kind of glad I did, because if I'd gone much higher, that an EV one would have made that damn thing explode, which would have blown this up, and yeah, we would have had another hot mess and pollution everywhere. But you see how long it took, even though the current speed, it still takes time for it to reach its full monstrous output. And you can see I have a little excess fuel in this one here. But this one here is running just fine. Isn't that cool? What else can I display? I'm going to take some here. I'm going to tear this out of here. I'm going to put it as a secondary in here. Now look, you can actually put them all on the same screen. I could have one big giant information panel that just listed everything that's happening in this screen. And I can put the 3 of them in there. So, you know, I could just go to town here. It does start to make things a little bit small, though. Let's make this a little bigger, eh? Boys, now we're playing with power. Look at that. Swap the HP with the other one. How's that? And you can see all the power coming out. Let's see. I don't need to build another one here. Let's put another giant one, shall we? Yeah, what's the matter? Oh, he's making noise of the leaves outside. Yeah, these guys are hyper this morning. Let's see if I can do anything with the heat exchanger. Let's go grid tech. I was curious if that thing has any kind of a... Doesn't really tell you a whole fucking lot. But man, these, look at that. You can really see what's going on in the system now. Now, the older one did have a thing where it would tell you how long this thing had. This thing here is meant to be a safety switch here. You can make this thing turn the thing on and off if it starts producing heat for some reason. Let's check our water supply here. I wanted to test something though. What if I put this here? It's not producing any more heat units. And it starts damaging shit. Yeah, I was overdriving these guys. Wow. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, you can see the damage they took. I can shut her down. And you can see these dudes spinning down. See? How interesting. I'm still losing a little water here, but it's not enough to cry over. Efficiency 80%, 70%. Oh, look at that. This one doesn't tell you a whole lot. Oh, I see. Interesting. What the heck? You can do weird shit with this. Look at that. Okay, now we're learning how to... You can like inset it into a wall or make it thin. So I could like inset it into a wall to make it look cool. Oh, that's neat. That is neato, dude. Change my screen color. You can do all kinds of things. That's pretty brilliant, actually. What did I just do? What the bloody hell was that? Did you see that? Okay, well, whatever it was, that beats the hell out of me. But this is cool. Okay, now let's see what I can do. Oh, I knew there was one more component here. Let's give me a couple more of these. Give me one here, and let me get the quantum tank. Hey, give me that. Pink. Let's see. Go take sensor card. Oh, I even labeled it nicely for me. And then I got this thing here, which just shows me the tank. Quantum tank. So I can know if my distilled water is getting low, too. Oh, how cool is that? See, the efficiency is going up very slowly on that heat exchanger. It's starting to pull some distilled water. It's trying to get some output now. Oh man, I'm going to be building these for my base. I am going to be making these for my freaking base. Holy crap. Okay, this is like so cool. I'm going to have big... Oh god, I gotta make a control room now. Input, what's going on here? Oh, it only gets 81 something at a time. You have to, it has the buffer thing because it's doing out of a. It has to get IV amounts of power before it can go in. Efficiency's still going up over here. That's why these weren't going as good as they could. Oh, cool. You can see the other one's getting a little more output than it can handle. It can just lose a little bit of water. So some fuels is being destroyed because we don't have proper buffering. updating very well. Get out of here, cow. God, what are you doing? Hey, you better run. Spank your butt. Huh. Interesting how you can see how long it takes the efficiency and everything to get up. This thing updates kind of slowly. Yeah, that's like it pulls the power a little slowly. A little slower than I'd like. Still. This is pretty cool. Using almost 3,000 EU over T with this setup. Now, if I had a second nuclear generator, I could drive 2 more of these. Let's kill the power. Now let's try something here. The HSS. Get back in survival for a moment. Alright. And I should go get a crafting table. Well, I want to see the damn recipes. How do I see the recipes in this thing? Okay, let me look this up. Recipe mode, okay. Options. Recipe mode. But it's cheating me items. How do I tell it not to do that? Well, that's unhelpful. That sucks. Apparently I can't. Maybe I can find a chart somewhere. Oh, sneeze. Large turbine. Here we go. Okay, I've got a. You guys aren't seeing it, but I've got a website open, spreadsheet. I'm looking. Let's see, large turbine. Sort by flow. I want something that's close to the kind of crap I'm producing. Chrome. 33 at 130. That's a lot of chrome. I mean, I can get a lot of chrome pretty easily, but still. Ultra platinum, it doesn't have the greatest durability either. Doesn't have the greatest durability in the world. Let's go for high-speed steel. HSS-S. HSS-G will get me to 30,000. HSS-E will get me there as well, with a little bit more efficiency and better durability. HSS-S, lower durability, although it's still pretty titanic. That'll get me the best possible flow here. 4200. Huh. Well, outside of fluxed electrum, osmium, duranium, tritanium, and neutronium. Those are the only ones that will do better. And then you're really, if you can get that much osmium together, then you're doing pretty good. Uranium, tritanium, those are high-end things. And neutronium is just insane to make. Neutronium is one of those almost impossible to get materials because it's just ridiculous. Let's make HSSE. Graphene. Let's see how an HSSE would do. Should have made the insane voltage version and just powered off those turbines. That's an idea, isn't it? Okay. 30,000. Stupid high durability. It even puts ultimate to shame. We're probably getting to the point where I can make these pretty easily. Oh, what do we got here? Alright, I am like kind of pumped there about this. I had to restart the machines too. Let's do this. Let's see how these do. Let's flicker on. Let's watch the magic. And the nuclear generator just goes straight to work. It takes some time to actually get anything out of that stupid heat exchanger. I think this runs at full no matter what. Other one not so much. Let's see how we're gonna do here. Running her up. Efficiency gets better and better. Yeah, this really is meant for long runs. Still got a little excess fuel though, aren't we? Liters per T. So we're gonna hit our full power soon. And if that had EV in it, it would have blown up. So now I'm getting a little over 3,000 EU over T. My losses don't seem to be as tragic on the distilled water. Making more distilled water, this shouldn't be difficult. This is kind of cool. I mean, it looks like you can still hit full power here. I don't see him sputtering around. Kill power. I have a use for you back here. Let's see, what did I have here? I need to make a I'm gonna go ahead and make the insane voltage version of this. One assembling machine 4. Yeah. Now we're gonna be cooking. Let's see, it's HSS. Let's go for it, man. HSS-S. It doesn't seem to be very fast at telling me this thing's being... So you can see the output. I think it just finished. Man, you're fast. Yeah, you can see the output. Yeah, the stored energy just kind of... it's a little more laid back about updating that. Now we got these. These are super powered though. I don't think this can spin up fast enough to really take full advantage of it. We can try. Let's fire it up and see what happens. And here we go. This should be very interesting. This optimal flow is a little different. It's the same. Got the right ones in there. Nice. The HSSEs over here. HSS-S. See what we're gonna get. Now the steam one's still struggling to run. Not quite to 50% efficiency yet. Looks like I got it going. Still, it's starting to wind up now. Distilled water I expect to be dropping because we're pumping more steam into the system. Oh, this is so cool. I love this thing already. Now, fish, the lack of extra steam will stow it. We can get these things to 100% speed, but we're not getting the optimal flow. Oh, there, it finally updated them. I'm not producing that kind of steam. So I don't believe these will hit full output. I still think they're going to put out a lot of juice. So you can actually you can overshoot a little bit here. That's good to know. This is why I'm doing this experiment here. So we're getting some steam back up here. So we're producing... Hold on, let me get my calculator. Shoot. I need to see what's going on there. I'm producing 1807 static from that one. I'll reduce about 3,000 EU over T. See, we're not hitting optimal flow on the second one here. That's why it's kind of jumping around a little. Still, with that kind of durability and that kind of power, you're releasing some serious, seriously cool stuff out of here. This isn't a bad reactor, really. I mean, that's pretty good for just 2 turbines, producing that much power. I'm producing, you know, about 3,000 plus EU over T here. You can see my average inputs. Occasionally it'll spike to almost 4,000. And that's not bad, really. do have some efficiency issues with the high pressure steam. This isn't ticking down too much, and given that I have like 15, you know, so given I have over 1.5 million liters of this stuff, I don't think I'm ever going to run out. I can always produce more very easily. Distilled water is fairly simple to come by in this game. Not bad. So if I had 2 nuke generators running 2 banks of this, I'd be producing close to insane voltage levels. I need another heat exchanger, or would I? I could actually put... Hard to say. I think I could get by 1 heat exchanger if I had combined the output of 2 reactors. If I combine the output of 2 reactors into a pipe, this would put out even more steam, and then I could maybe set it up to share among two of these guys. That could get interesting. But yeah, here we go. We're producing, you know, pretty good clip of power here. It's not enough to keep up with the draw of an insane voltage device. So if I had 2 of these going, that get me to 6,000, which still isn't going to come up with the draw, but that's what the battery buffers are for. If I made a battery buffer with 4 of these, 400 million EU would last quite a while, even at 8192 EU over T draw. Even 2 of these would probably be enough if I did short runs of stuff, or if I limited my runs, which generally you do. You're generally not doing a whole lot of. I mean, I'm not going to be ore washing at that level. You know, let's not get crazy here. Okay, now that we've done this giggle factor stuff, let's shut it down. I suddenly switched it back on. Bracket suddenly we were only dropped to 70%. So that's what I'm getting when I get the pulsing with the other one. And suddenly we're producing power against it. The HP one's much better. It just instantly gets to work. Even when it's not hit full speed, it's just still cranking itself. It's still cranking out some juice. That's wild. Ah, it didn't even fit full speed, but its output is already hit. 1870 over T. Wild. And this one over here, careful, if we put too much E over T out, it'll blow. So we could still get away with, oddly enough, HSSE did me better. Just me, is that going back up? Shut her down. I don't seem to be losing much now. 36994. I think I was doing better with the green ones though, because I think it was pushing more towards their optimal flow. Let's switch them back in. Let's see what happens. It does take a while to check it to get the optimal flow to update. That seems to poll a little more, a little less often. Because again, it doesn't have to do that. Yeah, there it goes. One switched over. There goes the other. So as the HSS-E might actually do better for me. Let me get this thing to full power. And then we'll start fooling around with nuclear, different type of nuclear fuels. And this one's pushing around, what, 32,000? Now that's a lot of nuclear fuel in here. Granted, this is going to run out. When these run out, I've got a job of work to replace them. I have to replace them 6 at a time. So the output on this one's less. On that one is more. HSS, I think I was doing a little bit better. The output on the other one was a little less. It's going to be around 32,000. This one here is steady. 1050. 3150. A little bit of variability here, but mostly it looks like it tops out about there. Interesting. Because this one's running closer to its optimal flow, this one is actually doing better. They're both hitting their full optimal flow. Everyone seems to have a tiny bit of churn. Shut her down. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't think we lost any distilled water, though. Or if I did, the losses were very small. So, looks like we're better to run with HSS-E for now. I can make it. It's still a little bit of an expensive material for me, but not so tragically expensive that, you know. Can't. Now, Ultimate seems to be... It runs decently well, too, but I can squeeze more power out of it this way. The HSS-S does a little bit better, but... Oddly enough, it's lower on this end, but it's higher on this one. And so it actually gives you slightly better power. But I don't know if it's worth the extra effort to make it. Because you're only getting about a little tiny bit more power, and it fluctuates a lot. Now let's play with other fuels. Just gonna throw these away. Okay, let's go with thorium. As we all know, if we put thorium in here, we're really getting a very sad kind of output here. It lasts a lot longer. This may or may not end tragically. I can get up to 864 this way. It doesn't look like it's burning anything up. See? It does take a lot of thorium, but thorium's fairly cheap. You can find lots of it. You get quite a bit back. You don't have to do a lot of special processing. You don't need the special isotopes. You just kick it in there and here we go. So as you can see, I can actually cram a lot of damn thorium in here. not getting quite as much as that other thing, but I am getting a, it does last a ridiculously long time. Let's see if it's capable of running these guys. I don't think it can. Yeah. See, this isn't going to produce anything of regular steam, which is being destroyed. So I would actually have to adjust the crystal in here to handle, I think, let's see. Crap, let me get my spreadsheet up here. Reactor exchanger calcs. Put some magic numbers in here. 22. 22 would get me there. Let's see, change it over to 22. Da-da-da-da. Yeah. Switch you over to that. Let's see if we do a little bit better. Yeah, we're getting some power now. With huge, stupid amounts of thorium. We're pumping out 864, so we're getting a little bit more than it needs. So we know what efficiency level is at. The efficiency is going to be a little less, unfortunately. Let's see what that efficiency is. That takes me down to 68. Before we were on 20. This was 71.5. That takes us down to 68.5. Boo. Alright, I need to get this thing to full power. Okay, while that thing's powering up, let me punch a few numbers here. Now let's see, 1152, double that. 2304. At 2304, I can increase the efficiency with a circuit 14, 13. I need a 13. I'd be producing 75,000 liters of superheated steam. I could run that, divide that by 2. Let me try this. I'll have to throw together another generator. But that's why we have experiment land here, or crash test dummy world, or whatever we're calling it. Let's see what kind of energy we're getting. We're at 100% efficiency. We are running at 1304 EU. We're producing about 2300 EU over T. Which isn't bad. And we're going to produce it over a very, very long time. You know, 50,000 seconds worth. So let's see, 2300 times 20. It's 46,000 EU per second. Times 50,000 gives me... I can produce 2.3 billion EU with this. That's 2.3 billion EU with this setup. That's with thorium. But you have to use a bloody hell of a lot of thorium. So let's throw all that crap away. Now, heating on this thing. We can play around a little with some other design here too. Now the heat vents have to get things to the walls, right? Like, what's the best thorium reactors you can make? Hmm. 20 over T. Anyway, that's some of the fun we got there. Let me see. Food reactor designs. I'm just looking to see what's a good one. $152 over S is about the best I've seen so far with the regular uranium setup. Well, anyway, I'll put this thing back to the way it was. Reasons here. So when you do that, you're just damaging things. Still have a little extra heat in those vents. It just keeps pumping a tiny bit out for a bit, and then it shuts down. That's amusing. I haven't really played with NOx fuels. Throw these away, throw these away, throw these away. Let's see what MOX does. I Get some moxie in here. Doesn't really do anything different. Now I've heard if the core temperature goes up, it actually do better for you. These only last for 10,000. I'm not getting any better out of those. Wow. I've shown we can produce some pretty good power with just the regular uranium. And we can do decent with thorium. Uranium's not terribly hard to find. I know where quite a bit of it is. I can run my mining machine and it'll pull an awful lot out. I can make an awful lot of U-235 out of that too. So WA. Okay, so what can we do here? 242,000 liters per second. What's these others do? 3,000. So if I build a second reactor, wire them together. You can't share walls, can they? Let's find out. It'd be kind of cool if I could. Boy. Might save me a little material here. Now the inputs and outputs can actually be on top as well. I will need a hatch. We'll get to that in a moment. I'll just make the show here. So let's get a nuke here, reactor here, and we'll chamber around it. I built it out of reactor access hatches. I'm a retard. Man, there are some days I'm just special education, dude. Which I know that's a horrible thing to say, but good grief. We all have our days of it. I thought that looked weird. I didn't seem to mess that one up. Look at that. They can share walls. Let's do import. Oi. Oi, 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 oi. Okay. I'll have to put its port back in the back somewhere. Give me a lever. It's like a conduit of some kind. Ah, boy, what in the hell? There's red wire. Got rid of the wire. I'm about to sneeze here. Let's use redstone conduit. Let's see how that does. Well, well, well. I'll be damned. There's fun stuff like that too. NRIO has some stuff for me as well. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to make a. Let's see. I'm gonna start throwing crap out of my way here. Now, I do need some inputs and outputs. Alright, so I need an input up here. Let's see, this is the end of this one. That's the beginning of this one. I'll put one there and I'll put one there. Okay, Connell. There you go. Quiet, kitty. It's in import mode. Let's see what we got here. Set you to import mode. Alright. Now we also need some coolant. And so far, so good. Come on. Be nice. Now let's see. I need G. What do I need? I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to tear this thing apart and move it. Restoring maintenance and getting everything. Because I'll need to have pipes that can carry all that coolant coming out, all that steam coming out. And I'll have to run it into 2 of them. I could move this thing over, but I don't know. What's the least complicated thing to move? Probably the rotor. And if I move that over, then I gotta move this over. Or I gotta put that damn maintenance hatch somewhere else. Well, I can move the maintenance hatch to the other side once I space it out a little, and I can just put these 2 right straight together, and there's no pipe in between. I'm not gonna build 2 more anyway. Yeah, we'll move this thing over. Okay. I should have left some space. I'm an idiot. But that's what happens. Idiot demolition time. Throw that away. Throw that away. I'll get a new fresh battery for our testing. So, we're looking good here. We'll thermometer go to hell too. Meters, yeah. Alright. Not bad. Output. That's an EV output hatch. Which I think can put out up to 40,000 or something like that. At 40,000. We're getting kind of advanced here now. So we're going to need some input. And canal pipe is just not enough anymore. I got to get the bigger one. So let's see. I need something that can hold 72,000. That's going to be this fun guy over here. And then I need an input. I lost a few things over time. And then we need EV, man, because we're in the big leagues now, man. One auto main. Oh, yeah. Remember, I need insane voltage output. Because the last thing we want is to have this thing blow me to smithereens here. we'll stick these screws and other garbage in here. Shh. Kitty, come on. You guys have been fed. Yeah, they're playing me for fools right now. I'll have to make more of those. But that's okay, I'll have power for it. I'm going to go insane in the membrane here. Shh. Kitty. What is your big fat problem? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Oh, you are just mugging for attention. That's what you are. Alright. That's cats for you. Let me see. Oops. All that crap. Throw it away. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to move some pipes around. Very cool. Now, here's the fun part. You can actually share inputs, outputs, believe it or not. Let's put the output there. Let's get an input there. Our higher capacity Inconel pipe. Alright. Nail all that together. Remember, we're building another turbine as well. Now these are going to have like a weird overlap look to them. Now the output hatch would actually be a little less. I would use a smaller output hatch for this. But because I'm in creative mode, I just don't feel like dicking with, you know, extra stuff. I'm just going to do it this way. Okay, I need to make this. So we need a main hatch. Turn that piece of junk around. The dynamo hatch. We don't have to go completely nuts. Steam turbine, one of these guys. It does look goofy, but it will work. If you don't mind ugly, you can do this. Yeah, I'm not using. Again, I would use smaller pipe to save Inconel, but I'm not gonna care as much here. As long as it all hooks up, that's all that matters, right? So we have water coming back. Oh, yeah. So that goes back into here. Okay, yeah, somehow I had water in there. Now there's more water's going in, it's going out. There we go, we're back to normal now. There was water kicking around in this. Now though, I do need to get some hatches. Oh, let's see. Let's assemble the machine 4. Boy. Let's give me one of these fully charged dudes. Oh, there we go. I cannot spell tungsten steel to save my life today. Let's make 2 more HSS. Throw those out. HSS, just G. E. How fun is that? I just gotta have run some wiring. I'll do that while we're at it. Alright, let's get this stuff in there. Duct tape. Steel screws. Lubricants. Nanoprox. Cells. This is incomplete structure. Maybe I've done something stupid and wrong. This one ain't. This thing's smart enough to do the maintenance. It's the turbo. This one is still bitching about incomplete structure. An output EV, an input EV. This thing's smart enough not to. What's wrong with it? Something's wrong. That was something somewhere. I'll go inside and we'll have a peek. Oh, look. I missed a piece of dynamo. Hatch here. That's good. It's smart enough not to do maintenance until I have everything put together. And now it's all maintained and happy. Okay, cool. Let me go get its rotor. We're almost ready, but we're not quite ready. I do have a little more cable to run. Kitty, you're gonna have to wait, buddy. Tungsten steel cable. I think platinum was the best. That's the stuff. As long as the two never meet, we'll be good. So we'll be pumping it out like that. So there's some of the fun we can achieve with what we're working on here. And I'm not going to have a nuclear thinger over here to watch the other one. But I'll see the output of the others get better. This should work. These two should get what they need. Hopefully this thing doesn't get eaten alive. Oh, we're missing something else there, though. And that would be, I need to make the overclocked heat vent. Let's make 24 overclocked heat vents. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now keep in mind just how much material this is going to eat up in the room. I'm going to be building for a long, long time if I do this. So I'm kind of trying to limp along on the minimum necessary until I can get like diffusion. And then I'm going to go to town, I guess. You can see the sheer amount of pain that's going to go into building a double setup like this. It's doable, but man, it's a long journey. It's a very long journey. I'm backing this shit up. Wow, that backed up quick. Probably because my world isn't near as big. I don't have a big base and all kinds of other crap. I've just got this little build area around here. Not doing bad. What's this? There's some moving around down there. Nothing to concern me, though. Hey, look. This is what I was looking for back when I was like, hey, it's raining. Yeah. Creative. No one can stop me. So I could have hollowed out this area, but I figured out how to turn the rain off in this. We're going to have an explosions and fire episode, too. Where basically I just blow stuff up for the hell. I back the world up, blow everything up, make everything, you know, just do stupid things. I've heard that if you take the rotors out while they're running, it'll explode. I've always wanted to see it, so we'll make an episode of that. Let's do her. Both are kicking 1152 out. I somehow disabled the other one. There's the problem. nice if I could know how much shit was flowing through this. That's putting out 1152. That's putting out 1152. It's coming out immediately. There's nothing happening. Maybe this isn't producing enough steam. There's a little test I can do. Shh. Oh, it's making superheated steam. And how? Why isn't it going into the machine? Anywhere near full efficiency yet. Oh, it's pumping it out, man. Shh. Still going. Good gravy. So what are we doing wrong? I need to change this thing to 13. That's one thing. That might be it. Shouldn't matter. What? Stop it, kitty, please. Seems to be jumping back and forth between the two. Odd. Now we're kicking them up. I'm going to wrap this up soon. starts to bog down again. Shut it down. Piece of garbage. Yeah, it's eating that water for lunch, dude. Kitty, come on. Give me a break, buddy. I think shutters might fix our problem. So I'm going to insert a shutter and see what that does. So it should never bounce back up. That might do a better job. This is maddening. Why doesn't this work? God. It's back to making just steam. How ridiculous is this? I got one of them running. Oh Lord. Oh, this pipe has a lot of it. All that stuff's in the pipe. Okay, now it's working. That'll fill that up in no time. It just looks like you need to use lots of shutters. Especially on these long runs to keep things from getting all boogered up. Once you get past the steam creation problems, it'll just start working. kitty. Alright, that's all I'm going to do for right now. I'm going to go deal with these kitties. I probably want something. Alright. And I think we've kind of reached a logical conclusion for this one here today, so hopefully this was helpful to see, and or at least fun to watch me blunder around and try to figure out how this crap's going to work. So you can, you know, make a super reactor like this. The only bad thing about it is, yeah, the piping that stuff over to where it needs to be is kind of painful. I wouldn't use Inconel. I think it has too much chance for bounce. You want pipes that are really going to fill up with it. So get the pipe as small as possible, and I think you'd have fewer problems. So, that's all I've got. Thanks for watching.